Well, welcome back to an episode of This Girl's Gone Wild with the lace and the ribbon. So, hello everybody, and my name is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and today we are going to play with lace, ribbon, and some little embellishments. Let me just tell you, I started out with an idea that I was going to do for a video, and then it just exploded. And so we're going to try, I think I've got 7 different ideas that are super simple for anyone, whether you're a beginner or whether you've been around doing this for a while. And even some ideas if you don't have all of the supplies that I've got in front of me. So let's talk about the basics that you're going to need. You're going to need some ribbon. You're going to need some lace. You're going to need some glue, some jewelry pliers. I have a lighter, and I'll explain to you what I use that for in a minute. I've got my scissors, and then I also have jewelry findings. So I've got some ribbon clips. I've got jump rings. I've got safety pins, paper clips, key rings, just a bunch of different things. Don't worry if you don't have them all. We'll go through all of these. But we're just going to start from the beginning, and we're going to make many things from ribbon and lace. And we're going to start it off. What did I do with all my ribbon and lace? Oh, it's over there. These are very basic. Now, recently I picked up some spools of vintage ribbon, a whole bag full, and it was one of those things where I went and quickly scooped them up and put them in my cart. So I have all of this ribbon here that we're gonna maybe play with. Some of it I've already got ready to roll, but what I did is I just took a few of those pieces and took a cute little piece of trim and put some glue on here. Just like that. We can try one real quick. And now I've got a little banner. I can glue this onto a page if I wanted. Wouldn't that be cute on there? Just as a little bit of a flip. I could add one of the ribbon pieces, although it might be a little bit hard on this particular piece of ribbon to get it on there. But I could use a jump ring and just put a little, well, let's just do it. I got some right here. The point of this video is just to show you how many different ways. Look, I'm already dirty. What the heck? How did that happen? All of the different ways that you can think of your ribbon and your lace a little bit differently. We have made some of these before. Some of these we have not. Boy, this is pretty sturdy, I tell you. There we go. Put it through that. But just with a simple little bulb clip, I said jump ring, bulb clip, now you've got something that you can hang on the side of a page. You know, I could clip it right on there if I wanted. So, first way, easy peasy, just cut your ribbon, put a little embellishment on the top, and if you got some little safety pins or bulb pins, pop those on there, okay? The second one we're going to do, we're just going to make these little cluster dangles that you can, and I'll show you some ways that we can use these in just a second, but these are some of those that I did before. One of the things that I also have, so these are the ones with the ribbon clip and a jump ring. Okay, so we'll make some of those. And then these, I want to show you close up. Hold on. This one I put on backwards. Oops. Well, I put that one on backwards too. These are crimps, and the crimps are actually used in bracelet making. So you would put like the little round cord and then crimp one of these on the end, so you could then put like your lobster claw or whatever on the end. Now, I've just put jump rings on them to make them into little dangles, which I'll show you what we can do with those in a minute. So I've got one over here that we're going to experiment with, and it's all in the lavenders. I got all the goodies out here. Lots of things, lots of things. All right, so I have got several pieces of ribbon that all match, and we're going to try to make something kind of like that, okay? So first of all, what I want to do is figure out how I want these to lay on here. And I feel like, I think I can get these all on here. Do I have one more piece? Or should I not even worry about it? Let's just not even worry about it. And we're going to put this on here. Now, I should have maybe got my supply box of these out just in case what I have doesn't work, but I didn't. So we're just going to go with this. Now, I'm going to put that just so it's kind of very simple. And I am going to put a little dab of glue. Oh, by the way, you may notice, not that you really care, but I have story time. I had to get a new Sugar Bell bottle out. So when you buy these, if you ever buy them, they come in a 2-pack. And I have had mine for probably, I don't know, 4 years or so. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on like that. Now, you could put a little glue. Let me just do it so you can see how I normally do it. I just put another little dab of glue on there just to keep it adhered. And you just, clip it down. I want this to be in the middle because it goes out a little bit on either side. So my story. Dang it. Come on, go back in there. Shoot. It slipped out. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I needed that extra, maybe extra supplies. So, my daughter Demi, you know, the kids are all home. 3 of the 4 are home for winter break. Landon, Demi, and Rhea. And Demi had purchased, gosh, it was probably before Thanksgiving. I'm pulling this back apart so I can put it back together, hopefully. Had purchased, I'm going to say a journal, but it's more like she wanted to make a memory book for her boyfriend, Ben, for their anniversary, which is January, I think it was the 8th. And she said, Mom, she may be my daughter. She's like, I've had this thing since, October or November. And have I worked on it? No. So she said, now she was panicking. And so that girl, there's a couple things about Demi. She is very detailed. Come on. Oh, here, I got another one. Let's not overthink this here. She's very detailed and she has good vision. So she rallied, and over the course of 2 days, and one day she worked until like 1 in the morning, all day long until 1 in the morning, and the next day she worked all day again. She even bypassed going to get her nails done with Ray and I to work on her project. Dedicated, I tell you, dedicated. Well, one of the things that she pilfered from my craft room were ribbons and lace, and I'll show you. And I had said to her originally, I'm like, hey, why don't you just go in my craft room? We have 2 spaces for her. She could have, I'm going to make this one a little longer. Can you see that? Yes, you can. I said, just set up shop in there, and then you have everything at the ready. And the Vikings were playing the Lions the other day, and we're all Vikings fans, which unfortunately they lost, but that's okay. I said, you can go in there. And she's like, no, I think I'm going to just work out here. Okay. So she worked in the space. If you watch the live sales that we do each week, now in 2025, they will be on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. And she had spread out across, it's in our family room in the basement. And she went to town, and that girl she got things out I didn't even remember I had. I was like, wow. I was impressed. So one of the things that she had was this. I just emptied it, and I put most of the things away. But this old Tupperware, it's just, I mean, it's huge. How big is this sucker? 8.1 quarts. She had it full of fabric and ribbon and lace from my craft room. I was like, dang. She found stickers and things like that I didn't know that I had. I mean, she had bling out. She had it all. So then, of course, when she was all done, she was like panicking because she was going on a trip and she hadn't packed yet, and she was going out to dinner with Ben and giving him this, and she's like, now I got to clean this all up. And she knows that of course, I was kind of cleaning up behind her when she was working, and I quickly stopped because I was like, okay. She kept asking me, well, now where's this? Where's that? And I'm like, well, I cleaned it up. The last count when she was all done, I found when I was cleaning up 8. I'm not exaggerating, 8. Here's what we're using the lighter for. We're going to just sear these edges. 8 different pairs of scissors. I'm like, girl, can't you just use one pair of scissors? But apparently not. Now, in her defense, she knows the rule about fabric scissors, so she did do the right thing and use the right scissors. I need a flower or something on that. That just is not going to cut it. Hang on, I got some little flowers here. I have some that are purple. Well, probably not, but here, we got this. Maybe this will work. Will these be too big? But yeah, she had 8. Well, that does look kind of cute, even though it's not. Why did I grab that color? I don't know. No, we'll pick something else. At any rate, I cleaned it all up. And, oh, I think this one might be purple. And now I just put everything away today. Oh, maybe that wasn't purple. It was kind of a grayish, but it kind of looks lavendery gray. Let's see. Is that the one I saw? Yeah, probably. We're just going to use it because why not? So when I was cleaning up, I was like, well, I'm just going to use some of this stuff. And so that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. Enough story time for the moment. Now, we've made this, and what we can do is a couple of things. So I've got this, let's put the gold safety pin, and here's an example of one that needs more stuff on it. So this is silver. So I need another one here. But you can take your jump rings, put it on the bottom of this. So let me explain to you. You'll want your dangles or embellishments on the bottom. This is like a sweater or a skirt pin. And, well, actually, they use them in sewing too, for quilting. And it's heavy. So this one probably needs quite a bit more. I mean, that one's just a boring little thing. But I did put a little dangle here so I could put a charm on the end of it. And it needs one more to kind of fill it out. But then you can put this through whatever you're making And now this one, like I said, is pretty big, so it'll have to be something substantial, and I'm not really sure what, but I thought I wanted to show you how it would look. But then we can do the same thing right here, and we can open this back up. Or, let's see, let's do this. Let's use this. I think I can do it. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to take the tiny one. I'm going to put it on here. Maybe, if I can see. There we go. Now it's on there. And now we're just going to take this. Will it fit? Yes. Then we're going to... Whoops. Well, you could do it like that. You could put it on the bottom. So you could do it on the side. I kind of like that like that. Well, there you go. That little mistake turned out okay. We'll just do it like that. Or you could have done it the other way like I did in the first one. Now you can pin this however you want. Cute, huh? And if you wanted, you could have just put that on a little bulb pin and it would have been ready to roll too. All right. So there is another idea. Actually, two more. So I guess more than what we have. Now, let me show you how to use these tiny little pieces. Now, if the reason I have these, let me show you. Let me get one and show you a little bit up close. So on the end, they have a hole, and then this is where you would put your cording in and then crimp it closed. So let's see if we can find a tiny piece. Let's just use this. So what I'm going to do is kind of close this up for a second. I'll talk while I'm closing up. So I'm just going to put a little piece of glue on there. Because the other thing that you can do with these is, now what I want to do that I didn't do the last time, because on a couple of these I goofed up. I want to make sure, whoops, I want to make sure that I'm not being patient and waiting for this to dry, but that's okay. That's okay. I want to make sure that the crimp is on the front, if that makes sense. These dogs, I tell you, they do not bark until I get on a video. They haven't barked all week long. I don't know, this one might be a little, excuse me, too thick. I've had this video on deck for almost, darn it, almost a month, because I had first world problems, of course, right? Angela, just glue it and hold it for a minute and just wait. I had decided when we went to Biloxi to visit our friend, I decided I was going to get my nails done, which I generally do my own, but I was like, they need some help. So I did that, and then my nails were so long that I was like, I can't do this video. I won't even be able to work with this stuff. So I waited. I waited until I went back. Rhea and I got our flanges done, and I got my real nails back. Oh, yes. Okay, good. I will tell you that a little mag light, like the one that I tested, would be real nice to have right now. All right, there it is. It's on there. And then you just cut your little piece off. I'm just going to angle this one. And then it is ready to rock and roll. Now that was really basic, but I just wanted to show you. However, you can always embellish these with, you know, little, you could put some sequins on there. I'm trying to see if I have anything that's in my little stash here. I'm just going to, oh, those are all way too big, but yeah. Let me get down in here. Oh, Lord, I'm pulling out all of these things that are huge. No, nothing that would work. You know what? I'm leaving that out because I have an idea for that. Okay. But anyway, you get the gist. So then you can just put some little things on there. You can add it to your page and you're all set. Now you could add, like I did on this one, add another one to the bottom where you can put a charm. Possibilities are endless. So those are two of the ways that you can clip those little goodies on there. Easy peasy. Well, maybe not so easy if you need glasses like I do. Might be a little bit harder. But once they're done, then you can embellish them any way you want. All right, this, you know, I got to put some anti-bac on my hands and try to get this off because you know how I feel about my hands getting all dirty. Drives me crazy. All right, we're going to set these here and we may use them as well. We've got our extra ribbon over here. And let me just show you some of the ones that, this one, like I said, needs some more work. I don't think I have anything narrow enough or pretty enough. Well, we could. What if because that's too much, you know, like the design's too much, the width is too much, but what if we made it a little bit thicker than this one? It doesn't look horrible. Did I keep that little, because we could put this on it, glue this on to kind of pull out that purple or the lavender. I don't like that. Could do it. No. Could do this though. Or we could do this. Hang on. So we could. There's not a lot of lavender in this purple. It's more pink. I don't love it. We could do green. No, it looks better just like that. Now, of course, I don't have a silver piece, but I'm thinking I could use that, or I could just wait and find something else to put on it. So that is one of them. I'll just keep that for later. Here's another one. Now this one has 3 on here. But I did add another little jump ring, so I thought maybe I could put a charm on there. I could find like a gold charm. And then I can put, just to add more to it, I could add charms on here and here. And while we're thinking about it, let's just put on these little jump rings so that when I'm ready, I don't have to go looking for them. That will be, well, we're going to put that one on here. I do keep my jump rings right underneath my, under my desk, right near me, so it's not like it's that big of a deal, but one less thing you got to do. And I really like the rich gold color of this particular one. I think it looks great with those colors. And this was a whiter ribbon as well that I cut down. There we go. So those two are ready, and I can add some charms. I don't know if I have a lot of gold charms, but that's just on a regular safety pin, and they're all on there, so they're not going to come off. Cute, huh? And then here's a couple of more. Here's a great big one. This one I think could use some more goodies too. Maybe not. Or maybe some chain. Like, let's see, do I have some gold? I feel like I had some gold chain a minute ago. And then we could put a charm on there. Or two. Yeah. Oh, look, this has the jump ring. Let's do it. Hang on, I gotta get. So hopefully this will give you some ideas on different things you can do with just a few simple supplies. Now this was an old necklace, so ooh. That may be. There we go. So if you've got some old jewelry, that will work. Let's do a big jump ring. Now, I just got out my snips, so if you may need those too. You know, get out what you got. And I'm just using my thumb to move these, but if that's difficult for you, then you can always, ooh, that's going to have to be opened a lot. Oh, and I lost one because I was messing around with it. There we go. Then just use two, like you can use this and then your other pair to move it. So you don't have to use your thumbs. And quite honestly, it works better if you don't, because this is a good example of that. I must not have got it on there quite straight enough, or yeah, you know, it was open enough that it made that piece fall out. I got to hold this up so I can see. Okay. So it has to go on. Guess it doesn't really matter. There we go. And then you can just, I know this is really hard to see. There we go. That's better. Now, like I said, I'll have to find a gold charm of some sort for here and for here. So two of them. Isn't that cute? And you could put a lot more things on there if you wanted to. I'm just being kind of simple with them. And then finally, for pins, safety pins, I had these. I think I got these at Temu, however you say it. And they've got the little loops already on them. So that's kind of nice. This one goes like this. And then I've got a place to add two more charms on it. So those are the ones with the safety pins. So we've got nothing or a bulb pin. We've got the ribbon crimps. And then we have adding those to our safety pins. And then we've got the ones with the little crimps for cording. Okay, so then I started playing. Hold on, I got these all the way down here. All the way down here. How long have we been going? Oh, only 29 minutes. That's good. So then I took some of these, and this was, I just did this one by itself. For example, this one could use a flower. These are all white, so that's kind of boring. But maybe we can find something in here. Here, this one's cute. But you could do that. Let me see if I'm spilling flowers. Hang on, let me see if I have something else. Oh, I'm being loud and noisy. Oh, there's the purple flowers I should have grabbed. What do I have? Let's see. Is there purple on this? No. Let's see if there's pink. These are kind of hard to see with. That's kind of cute. So we could go up here. That looks cute. Maybe a blue one? Sure, why not? And then it's nicely adorned. And I'm going to put it so it's kind of off-centered a little bit. Ooh, I see something too. Too bad I didn't have enough of this. I could make a little bow, but I don't. All right, so now, let's see. I want this one, I think, with a bigger. It's hard for me to see. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to put it on. Now, these are a little three-dimensional, so you might have to smush them a little bit. Smush and hold. And then we're just going to tuck that one right in there as well. And I'm going to hold them for a second. So that was pretty boring, you know, just how it was. But then you add a little bit of bling to it. And you could add a sentiment down there. I'm going to, I've got these. Let's see if I can, I don't want to sit here and hold this. So I'm going to see if I can get another one of these. Do I have another one handy? It's probably falling on the floor. I'll grab it. Let's see if I can. All right, let's set this aside and let it dry. All right, so to make these, super easy. And this will be two different styles. One with the safety pins. So all you do is, well, this one I pretty much have folded it over there, so it's ready to go. So all I'm going to do, and I'm not worrying right now about how long these are. Don't worry about that. I'm just putting a little bit of glue to put those together. And I'm going to grab out a couple more of these. Let's put you back away. You're in my way. Jiminy Christmas, I got a mess. All right, I'm going to hold that together. I'm going to make sure. Now I can decide if I want it to go this way or this way. And I think I have a lot of them going that way. So we're going to go this way. And all I'm going to do, you guys, is pull it through there, put some glue on it, and glue it down, and then I'll use these sewing clips to hold it so I don't have to. All right, and it's just kind of a little rando, and it looks like I've already cut those, so I'm going to just cut, yeah, that's okay like that. And then, just to be safe, I'm going to, and keep this away from your glue, your fire away from your glue. That might not be good. I'm just going to do these as well. This one is okay, it won't ravel. And then I'm just going to set it aside. Same with this one. This one, apparently, I wanted to do, well, that's not going to satisfy me. I can tell you that right now. Because this cording, I want to go across the top, that's awesome. So that will be fine. But what I said is not satisfying me is I feel like I need 3 pieces. I don't know. It's just a me thing. Here we go. So I want that to be like that. Like it. Now what if we, yes. I'm just going to put it through there a little bit. Fold it. Now I am going to, because these are already ready to roll, I'm going to glue here in between that one. And then I'm going to glue all the way across here so I know that that's going to stay down. And then that I may, well, let's do this first. Let's clip it. Okay, we'll just use this to clip it all the way across to hold it. And then I think just so this stays, I'm just going to tack that right there. And then that way I know it's going to stay there. All right, now I want to put this on there. Let's see if I can do that without this coming apart. I want to make sure it's not over here on that edge. See what I'm saying? Is that on my finger or? Yes, it is. Okay. So now we're just going to put this, let's see, do I want it to go all the way across? And I've already seared this end of it. Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to cut this one because it's a rope. This is just not wanting to come off my finger. A little bit longer than what I need it because I'm going to sear this side and they come, see how that comes apart real easy? So just to keep that from doing that again, I'm going to see where I need it here. Okay, I'm going to cut it a little bit more and then sear it again. And I'm holding it until I'm until I'm ready to, there we go. Perfect. And then I'm just going to glue that across the top. So simple. Now, you'll notice on some of these that are coming up, I did sew some of them. So there's that. All right, now I am going to shoot. I didn't, well, I can still fix it. Goodness gracious, we got stuff going everywhere. Okay, let's put that back. Tack that back. There we go. And we're going to do the same for this one. I should have done that probably before I put that cording on. There we go. Sweet. All right, that one's done. We got cording up there. And the thing is that you just keep ending up with all of these little scraps, and now you can make clusters or whatnot after you're all finished. All right. I want to show you before I move on to the next ones what I thought would be cute. I think it would be cool, but I don't know if I can make it happen. Do you see how this is here? I wonder if we can just put some ribbon in there and if I can clamp it down, and then we can use this to kind of, I can glue it and then this can hang. Why not try it, right? Let's use some of this fun. And we'll have to put several pieces in there. Kind of get it as thick as we can. I don't know if this will work, but I think it sure would be cute if it does. Got this. So we can make this longer. Much longer. And we got this little orange. That might not look quite. Let me see what I've got here. I was thinking lace, but I think the lace is gonna, I don't want to have to dig through. Let's see if I can have something handy. Hold on. Oh, there's some green. This might be too much. I don't like that. All right. Lace. How about just some... That's too white. Oh, here. This has peach in it. It's kind of a peachy pink. I'm just going to cut some of this off. We're improvising, friends. It'd have been cool to put something in between this, but I'm not doing that today, I don't think. Well, maybe I will. Hang on. Oh, girls. Let's see what this will look like. Because these would also be cute just to have on a journal or as a little gift. And create them so that, you know, if a person wanted, they could use those. They could just cut off the little piece of lace and use it in their project. So, you know, it doesn't have to, it can be an embellishment that can actually be useful as well. Don't you think? This looks cute. Now, this is going to be pretty big, but that's all right. We could put something up there as well. Let's see what it looks like when you get this little tiny little thing on here, because I think it's going to need something to kind of pull it all together. Okay, it all fits in there nicely. But I think we need to glue a piece of this orange across here. And as you can tell, you know, you can be really, really creative and just kind of pull out all of your scraps of ribbon and lace and just start experimenting. That's all I did was just a tiny little dab in there. Oh no, my finger's stuck to it. Okay, now let's see if I can make this happen. If I do, I'll pat myself on the back. If not, we'll just call it a fail and let's go from there. All right, here's what we need to do. We need muscles. We need big muscles. Before I do that, let's just stick a little bit of glue in there. I'm gonna take this away from me and put some on the back side. That's not what I meant. I meant away from the screen. Okay, let's put this up. Can I do it? And these zippers are really strong. All I'm doing is trying to put that down like that. And then I think it would be cute to go back over it and with, hang on. I'd suggest if you're doing this in your craft room, have water. JIC. There we go. All right, now let's cut this one. That right here. And I am going to glue. I'm going to glue a little dot right here. A little one right there, just to keep that down. And I'm going to let that all just be the way it is for right now. I might want it short. I think I need it shorter. Let's do it this way. We'll use this for something else. Oh, my goodness. So there we go. We know we can use a zipper, a zipper pull. I think it was Hazel that wanted me to do some, I sent her some of these. I think she wanted me to do a video on it. Well, here's one idea, Hazel. I'm going to pop some more glue on this side too, just up in here. Up in here. Just for good measure. And then we're going to dab glue there. Wipe it off. And we're just going to I think it'd be okay, but I'm just going to gently place this over here and let it just sit. And then a little sewing would be nice on that too. All right. Now, I just want to show you that you can do the very same thing with paperclip, which I think we've done this before. But all I did is looped it over the long end of it and then glued it. And then when it was dry, I just sewed it. So you can kind of see on a paper clip how cute that looks. So there's one. Here's one I did with a little key on it. Here's one with more of that green and orange. Here's a purple one. And if you wanted, so there's another idea. And if you wanted, you could do like I did here and just put it at the top, which again, we've done a lot of these before. This is a very big, fast scrap buster. Grab out a bunch of paper clips and just start adding your little scraps, which is probably what I will do with all of these. And they're done. And that's only glue. And then maybe when they're dry, I'll go across them with a little zigzag stitch or something. But all kinds of ideas. I told you I'd show you 7. Here's one that's already ready to go. So basically, all you do is slide it in there. Get it where you want it before you glue it down. Let's see, I'm going to move this over and try to get that to stick out a little bit. There we go. And if you didn't want it to be dangly without and you wanted it to stay where it was, you could glue this to this as well. But we're just going to glue it. And then all you do, glue it. So simple. I mean, you know, sometimes your art projects do not need to be real difficult. Just make them easy for you, but beautiful. And the possibilities are endless. Okay, I think one of these is probably dry enough. I can take these off. So see how cute that is? And then with some sewing, black sewing, because I have the black safety pin. Voila. This would be a great project to do when you're sitting in the car, when you're in the watching TV. All right, let's move these little beauties aside. But that's how you do them. Easy enough. And then the last one is I have all of these key rings that I'm not a huge fan of, but they make great little dangles. And this was just all white ribbon, and I put cute little mushy on it. Mushy with a pearl. And that's all there is to it. So here's how we do it. It's going to be a fast one. And then I will bid you farewell. I don't know that I have, oh, I probably can find some. All right, so I've got my ribbon. And I'm just going to layer and stack it. This one's heavier, so I'm going to put this one on the bottom probably. Wait, is there 2 here? Yes. So let's put this one on the bottom. Goodness gracious. How many do I have? I don't know. 2. This one's kind of a pinky color. Put this on top. 3. Ooh, that's pretty. Put that one. They're all sticking together, so. 4, and I'm just kind of making sure they're even. I'm using my index finger to kind of keep them even. goodness. 5. And this isn't a long tassel, but this is basically a tassel attached to a key ring. And then we'll turn this one. It's the same ribbon that way. All right. Now I've got it all together. And I am going to, oh, shoot. On this one, we're going to do it different. On this one, I put it around a really giant jump ring. See that? And then put it on there. Do I want to do that? I think I better. Let me grab one. I know I have them. But do I have one that, yes, I do. I see it right here. No. Silver one right here. And by the way, this is a good way to use these. Like, these are just like a key ring too. I accidentally bought these, and this is a good way to utilize these. So you're just going to kind of pull them through. I think I might have used a tweezer when I pulled all of them through before, if I remember correctly. There we go. We got them all in there. Do we have them all in there? We do. Okay, now you're just going to pull it about to the middle. And I like mine a little wonkety. Give it a little more dimension. And then I have got just some simple ecru colored embroidery floss, if I can get it. It's a thin one. I want the thick side of it. Let me cut this off. That's just a little too thin for me. To use all 6 strands. And we're just going to tie it together. Now, you could pin, like, take a safety pin and pin it to, like, your leg or whatever to keep it in place. But since we're on camera, I want to be able to do this for you, so I'm going to do it the hard way. All I'm doing is just making this into a knot and adjusting it. Okay, and I got it a little bit. I'm just going to, come on. I let it slip. See, it's easier if you put it, take a safety pin, put the safety pin through the jump ring, and then clip the safety pin to your pants or to anything that's a pillow, whatever, and then do this. Because then that keeps everything in place and you don't have to mess with it. It's much more difficult this way. All right, then I'm going to wrap it around this way. Just to give it a little more security. I'm going to pull it tight. I'm going to wrap it around this way, and I'm going to double knot it. Right over left, left over right. We're good to go. If you wanted, you could leave that on there and add some dangles. Maybe we will in the future. And then I'm just going to pull these kind of down a little bit just so that, I'll see, it's nice and snug. And it's done. So now what we can do is take this. Let's hope I don't break a nail. Flip it right on there. Then I'm going to take this one, and this is just a jump, or one of these key ring, baby key ring jump rings attached to some chain. And then I'm going to put it on here. And then I've got a iron, a needle, and some scissors. And we're going to pop those on there quick. And then we will call this a video, and you can all go back to what you were doing. I appreciate you all being here too. It means a lot to me. I have set my goals. I know this is a very lofty goal. I am currently at around, I don't know, 13,000 something subscribers. I really want to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Do you remember last year when Dave's like, hey, why don't you just make your goal 20? And I'm like, oh, okay. I got to 13. So I think with the help of all of my friends here, I can do it. So if you want to share the video, that would be awesome. If you like the video, hit the like button. Please subscribe. That's the most important. I've got, it varies, but I have about 40, it's about 50% are subscribed, and I think it's 54, and the rest are not subscribed. So what are you waiting for, friends? We have a good time here. We do all kinds of things, all kinds of fun stuff. We also, if you haven't been to district.net/the Makers Market, that is our shop where we have lots of talented artists that are joining us, selling their handmade goods as well as their craft supplies. So you can hang out there with us, and we have a fun community. But look how cute that is. Very simple. So let's see all the things that we make. Let's move this stuff away and put some of this away. Oh, this I wanted to show you. I think this one would be cute. Like, that would be cute on here, wouldn't it? Great big one. Maybe we'll save that aside. Okay, let me move this. I didn't put those away. But I'd love to hear from you. Your comments are my most favorite. I love to hear from you, whether it's just a, hey, how are you doing? Or if it's an idea, maybe a different way to try something that I've shown you. I love that. Or maybe it's a question. I would love to hear that too. So we made a little dangle. I'm just going to put this up here so it's like, we'll pretend that that's there. I, ahead of time, made all of these little paper clips. So we have at least 7 ways that we can use these, and I think we probably came up with a couple more while we were doing it. And we have the paper clip. We have the just jump ring. We have the regular one that's just nothing but a thing. We have the little baby paper clip. And then we have the ones that are on the ribbon, and lots of those, didn't we? Jiminy Christmas. That is a lot of fun right there. Look at all these. I mean, and the fun keeps happening. So I hope you give these a go. And if you have other ideas, please, please, please let us know. Oh, here's the one that we did with the flowers. Let's see if I have done this justice. I like that. And then a couple more of these, and all of this with your scraps. So thank you again for hanging out with me. As always, remember to take some time for you, some time to just be in the moment. And until next time, I appreciate every one of you. Cheers.